Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. It's your boy, Ian. uh, Once again, I've decided to spend my Monday evening with all of you who have decided to join me in the chat. Oh, hey! Hey, I'm not a mimic. Good to see you. Yeah, so as I mentioned last time, Blueprints has basically become my comfort video game, and I still have stuff to solve in it. Like, I've gotten through a ton of the game, but I still have some pretty major things still to do yet. But I like it's a game where you got to keep. It's a roguelike, so you got to keep playing it and iterating and stuff. And so I figured if I'm going to be playing the game as much as I am, I might as well stream it and use it as an opportunity to hang out with the internet peeps. So thank you for joining me. If you're here, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. All right, what are we doing here? Day 86. So yeah, I have been continuing to play off stream. I think last week I was on day 79. Today, the only real goal I have is I'm trying to draft the Mount Holly gift shop because I need to buy the cursed coffin. Because every time I saw it before, I was like, oh, I don't want that. That is bad things. And then I realized, wait a second, I probably need to do that to like advance certain things. So yeah, we'll see if I'm able to do that. And besides that, even if I'm not, I just enjoy playing this game and the whole process of drafting the house. So let's get into it. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone have a good New Year's, Christmas, holiday season. I spent New Year's with my college friends, which was a really good time because I only get to see them like 2 or 3 times a year in person. Hey, Cleo. Thanks for popping in for a few minutes. I'm going to turn the music volume back up a little bit because I have been also playing this like on Discord and hanging with my friends on there, and oftentimes even the very subtle music of Blueprints is a little distracting when I'm trying to listen to my friends talk. But since I don't have any of those guys back on right now. Oh, you'll be back later? Cool. However long you want to hang out is fine. Okay. So, okay, I didn't get any mail from the mailroom, but I do have the moon pendant and the magnifying glass, which is cool. All right. Also, I'm going to, for the most part, be trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. Like, I've solved most of the major puzzles in the game, so I won't be like spoiling solutions to those puzzles. And when it comes to overall plot, I don't expect to be making any huge progress with that tonight. But I'll definitely give a heads up if I run into any of that stuff. But yeah, the only thing you're really going to get spoiled on is like, oh, here's the different things you can find in the game. If you have not played it, I highly recommend it. And maybe this stream will motivate you to do so. I think I'm going to do the shrine and get a new blessing. Oh, I have the blessing of the chef right now. That's right. Does that, if I get a new blessing, does it replace the current blessing? Oh, it's still in there. Okay. Well, I'll still want this in case I do get the Mount Holly gift shop and buy the Cursed Coffin, because that appears in the shrine. I should have drafted one of the other ones. Probably the bunker, or I'm blanking out, the shelter. Also, if anyone has any questions while I'm playing, feel free to ask. Like, I will try to keep things as spoiler-free as possible, but I also, like, want people to understand what's going on screen. So yeah. Getting the conference room this early is actually kind of nice, even though it'll take me forever to get back to it. Got any fun plans in the new year? I mean, probably just did some fun plans for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. My main plan is to hopefully get a job, since I have been unemployed for a period of time longer than I am comfortable with. So we'll see about that. Trying to be less afraid of like drafting dead ends early on, but I also like being able to access things. Let's do the mail room. Anything in here? Gotten all but, according to someone who was on my last stream, all but one of the letters that you can get in the mailroom. Okay. So for anyone in chat who isn't familiar with the basic premise of this game, you're building a house. You're drafting rooms, initially trying to get to this antechamber up here, but as the game goes on and you reach that antechamber, there are other things that you can do as well. And so I'm kind of more focused on the other things at the moment. Yeah. I'll draft this way. Each time you open a door, you get 3 rooms to draft from. And you know what? I will do the Geist bedroom, I think, because I could use some reroll dice. Although I do like getting the commissary early so that I can buy stuff like the shovel and sledgehammer, since I've got so much allowance that I start off with now. I can get some gems. I just finished watching Stranger Things. I watched the finale on Friday, and then last night when I was over at my parents' for dinner, I watched it again with them. Anyone watching anything cool? Aha, coin on the ground. Oh, with Stranger Things, Cleo, I love how we were like, they wouldn't have earned blank, and then people got mad when it didn't happen anyway. uh, oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, it's like it's those one of those things where like I'm so glad it played out the way that it did because it didn't seem like it was affected at all by fan expectations one way or the other with that particular plot line that I know you're talking about. The children have not heard of the ship wars of old. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do the indoor nursery just because it's already a dead end, and even though the indoor nursery was a bad upgrade choice on my part, one, gems because of the constellations, and two, now it's out of the drafting pool, so I don't have to worry about it as I'm going further north and trying to draft more useful stuff. Of course, now I've got one opening to draft from, and it's entirely possible that my run may end here. What was this for? Every time for each different type of spread that you do each day. Okay. I don't think I've gotten any spread rooms yet. No. So let's see. Okay, we got the workshop. We're good. That's what I was hoping for. I like getting the workshop early too, because you get a free item. Security's good. So, Cleo, did you finish the series? Wait, yeah, because I got the thing before. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. All I'll say is I was very happy with how they handled that storyline. Oh, that's not the way I want it to go. Let's just do the rumpus room then. Alzara. I have gotten all the fortunes I can get out of Alzara for the time being, as far as I know. Why are they all pointing downwards? Let's do the terrace. It's another dead end to get out of the pool, and now if I get like the cloister of Mila that I have, it won't cost any gems. Still draft upwards of security. They're gonna make me draft the archives. That sucks. Yeah, so Barge, I think I might have mentioned this the other night, but like I lost so many of my observatory stars trying to draft a room in a place where it was never going to draft, and so I don't have that ability at the moment. I'm close to getting there again, but... Oh wait, no, I can... Since I did security stuff, I can actually dead end here and then go up to the foundation. I'm good. We're all good. Anything here to grab? No. I could exchange my money for a bunch of gems, but I'll wait. I might not need to do that. So now we do a little switcheroo, and hopefully I'm able to continue my run rather than it ending very shortly. I feel like the further you get into the game without making serious progress, the more it almost feels like it's starting to punish you for not doing more stuff. Like, oh, all the rooms are going to point downwards, and there are going to be more dead ends. But I don't think they're intentionally trying to punish you. It's just like, no, the further you get into the game, the more difficult it becomes, which is a natural progression for any video game. Okay. Point north, please. Okay, I'm grabbing the coat check because that'll give me something nice. Don't ask me how I got the crown. Don't ask me why it's checked into here. Got it. Oh, please, please give me something decent. Oh, drawing room. I like the looks of that. Of course, I could do this here passage and instantly get the cloister, probably. Drawing room lets me redraft stuff, though, so I'll do that. I need keys, too, geez. I'm not happy with the way that I built my house for this day. Let's start by going this way. Passageway. This isn't a terrible place for the passageway. It'd be nicer if I could do it a square to the left. Alright. Have a good night, Cleo. Talk to you later. Hopefully I can get the garage off the boiler room. That would be nice. And then I can get more keys. Yes. Okay. The run is still alive. Still haven't seen the Mount Holly gift shop. Don't know if there's a way to make that more likely to happen or not. Other than having redraft dice that I can try to get it with. It's a shrine outside, so don't need to go out there right now. Still haven't found a shovel. Would love a shovel. Let's see, let's start down off the boiler room. Fill out this space down here. Let's do the dark room. Oh, see, and again, it's pointed in such a terrible direction. Could do the tunnel. I really wish I had the thing that lets me rotate floor plans. Could do the vestibule. That feels like a waste, though. Let's do the tunnel. Well, I can also remove this from today's strip. Yeah, you know what? Let's remove it and see what else it gives me. Man, they're really wanting me to draft the archives. I'm gonna do the chapel again, just because I want to draft the solarium, but I kind of want to fill up as many of these spots as I can. So I can draft as many things as I can. Yeah, you're usually over here. See? What? Oh, and of course, it's pointing up now when I don't want it to point up. Let's do the Geist bedroom and get some redraft dice. That'll be helpful. Particularly because I now only have one place I can draft from. Which also has a redraft capability, which is nice. Tell me they're all pointed downwards. Why? Why are you trying to do this to me? I just want to go up. Why won't you let me go up? There we go. Finally. Let's do the laboratory and see what experiment we can get. Excuse me. Aha. Spend 2 more gems drafting a room. I like doing the add a small chest to the entrance hall. The only reason I hesitate to do the set your dice to 2 is if I have more than 2 dice, then yeah. And you can also always get dice from the chest. Or not always, but there's always the potential to get dice from the chest. Alright. Let's hope for something good. Ooh, greenhouse. I think I might do the dark room this time. Because it gives me 2 potential ways to go. Morning room would give me more stuff though. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think I might want to do morning room. Because not only will there be gems, but oh, there's nothing on the thing. Oh, there's a shovel though. See? It pays to draft the morning room. Literally and metaphorically. And now I can go back and dig stuff up. But I may wait to do that so that I don't use it. Well, I can go back to foundation at least. And dig up some of the stuff there. Maybe get a turnip. cool video games anyone in chat is playing? Blueprints or otherwise? I'll also take this opportunity to mention that this Wednesday I'm going to be starting out my Silent Hill 4 stream. If anyone watched my Silent Hill 2 stuff where I was doing the music analysis and storytelling analysis, it's going to be similar to that. A little less extensive, one, because the soundtrack isn't as like thematically driven as the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack, and also the game is just shorter, but it's a really interesting story, and there are some really cool pieces of music on it that I definitely want to talk about. Let's do another observatory so I can rack up more of those stars. I've got 40 now. Okay, I'm 10 away from the place that I want to be. Ooh, a pair of chests has been added to the entrance. Okay. I've got 33 steps, so I should probably keep going rather than backtrack and check out those chests. Especially if this triggers. And I also could potentially get the dining room, which would be helpful with the steps situation. Let's remove the archives from today's pool, because I'm sick of seeing that. This might be the place to do the secret passage, because I drafted the indoor nursery already. I'm guaranteed the Cloister of Mila, I think. Money! Store is always locked. Oh, that's right. Electric eel aquarium is also a possibility. I might actually do the courtyard, because that gives me a bunch of dig spots, and I have this fun new shovel, so may as well. Of course, I'm going to get to the dining room and it's going to be like, oh, it's the fish. You should have drafted the aquarium, mofo. Compass. All right. What do we got for the treasure? Oh, it's not too far away. I want to see if I can draft the bedroom over there, because I know there's something you can get by digging in the bedroom, but you kind of have to like work your way in it sideways, if I remember correctly. Basically, like, since I have the treasure map and there, I know I'll be digging in there, I might reveal something else if I dig in there. Okay. Let's draft in that direction. Let's see if we can get over there. Oh, there's the Cloister of Mila. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. And it'd be really nice to draft the bedroom over there with the Cloister of Mila, because then, since it's the Cloister of Mila, I'll get extra items and stuff over there. Still haven't triggered this yet, have I? Cloistrum Heal would have triggered it, but I got the Terrace, so. Let's remove the weight room. See if I can't get the bedroom. Do I waste my redraws trying to get the bedroom? Probably not. That probably wouldn't be the smartest idea. Probably what I want to do is the pool or the rotunda. The pool will give me a couple of chests, so let's do this. And also there's somewhere to dig in here. There we go. Seems dangerous to be digging this close to the pool. Come on. Hey. Lots of money. Huh. Okay, let's draft downward first. Because there's stuff. So articulate. Ian, you're so eloquent. Your stream tonight was so articulate. You're really good at this. I think I'm actually going to do the solarium here. Because hopefully that will increase my chances of getting the Mount Hella gift shop. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming tonight. Last time I figured like I'll probably do 1 or 2 days every stream. Last time I ended up only doing 1 day because I did a lot of stuff in that one stream. But yeah, I'll probably go like 2 hours or so. Okay, let's draft off of here now. Kennel. And now we get to pet some doggies. Hello, doggy. All right. Hey. Okay, let's see if we can get something in the right direction. Yeah, why not? To the electric eel aquarium. Worthless old brick. But that barking means that this door was locked, and now it's not, because the kennel. Let's do the rotunda, because that'll mean that whatever I draft opposite this door, I'll be able to rotate in the direction that I want it. So if it decides to be like, oh, I'm going to point downwards, I'll be like, no, you're not. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Why not? Why shouldn't I? Or maybe I should do the Great Hall. Or I could redraw. I'm being indecisive. Yeah, let's do the original plan, and that'll also trigger the experiment finally. Okay. The rotunda. Does anyone have a favorite room in this game? I'm trying to think if I have one. I like the bedrooms, because especially early on playing this, it was very easy for me to run out of steps with all the backtracking I tended to do. There's the dining room. Sweet. Okay. What's the... For each different type of spread that you do each day. Oh, I haven't done any spreads, have I? You know what would be great? If I got the car keys. Car keys would be great. I was hoping I'd get them in the morning room, but they weren't there. I did get the shovel though, so it's not all bad. Hey, and it is the fish, but I did draft the aquarium. So now I can do this. Sweet. Let's do the foyer, because that's always useful. And it triggered the experiment again. There are a bunch of chests waiting for me in the main hall now. The locker room. There's a spread ability. And now there will be more food in the dining room because of the blessing of the chef. Nice. Apple. It was a green apple. Nothing. Okay. I'll save the rest of my keys for now. I might want to drop back to the entrance hall sooner rather than later. I mean, there's only so many rooms left for me to draft, but there might be redraft dice down there. Yeah, so since I just spread a bunch of keys, I can get those from the conference room. I can get this extra bit of food here. Key lime pie. Sure. I'll have that. I gotta rotate. So yeah, like I mentioned before, I'm going to be streaming Silent Hill 4 The Room on Wednesday this week at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you are completely unfamiliar with the story of Silent Hill 4, it picks up on a kind of side character from Silent Hill 2. Not even one that's present in the game, but there's a guy named Walter Sullivan that gets referenced in Silent Hill 2 a few times. He is I think you first hear about him in a news article that you find in Woodside Apartments, where it talks about how he murdered a pair of twins. And when questioned about why he did it, he said, "The Red Devil made me do it." And then he kind of becomes a parallelism type thing for stuff going on with James's story. And you see his gravestone later on. So Silent Hill 4 decided, hey, that sounds like an interesting character. Let's flesh him out. And Walter Sullivan and his story basically becomes the backbone of Silent Hill 4, where he apparently was a serial killer who would kill people in awful ways and carve numbers into their bodies. So I kind of like thinking of it as a like serial killer crime drama horror thing in the vein of like I was trying to think of other examples besides Silence of the Lambs, but like that sort of like serial killer story through the lens of Silent Hill, which is kind of cool. Or I guess 7 is probably a better reference point because that was closer to the time that Silent Hill 4 came out. And has similar like religious connotations, although in the context of Silent Hill 4 it's the cult's religion, not Christian stuff. Okay, where am I going? Going back to the entrance hall, so quickest way is probably down through the foundation and back up to the front. Or is it going out the garage? If I go down the foundation, it's basement, secret passage, grounds, and then entrance hall. This way would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think the foundation's the way to go. Were there any other rooms to dig in? Oh, maybe in that lower area there might have been a place to dig in the indoor nursery. Also, there'll be gems in the indoor nursery, so that's worth checking out. Really wish I had the running shoes, but we got a decent amount of steps, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're fine. Silent Hill 4 also has some of the most like gruesome stuff of the original Team Silent games, but even then, it's still like there are things in some of the Western-made Silent Hill games that feel over the top or gratuitous, and the stuff in Silent Hill 4, even though it's definitely pushing the bounds of stuff they had done previously, it still feels rooted in story and character in a way where it's like, oh, this doesn't just feel gratuitous. And more often than not, it's more just disturbing rather than over the top gore or something like that. What am I doing again? I'm going out the front. That's right. Should I? No, I'm not going to waste steps on opening room 46. Because 1, I already have the crown because I grabbed it from the coat check. And 2, I might not even end up opening the antechamber from this run. Oh, that was a thing that I was considering doing. Okay, if I get the... I probably won't be able to do it, but I'm currently using the Mantle of the Night, and if I want to use a different mantle, I gotta draft certain rooms. Money! Come on, show me some dice. There's some dice. Ask, and you shall be given. All right. It's a little late for that, but why not? top of that, all those keys got spread to here. So you can pick up those. Anything else get spread to here? No. Okay. I think I will check I'm trying to remember if there was a place to dig in the indoor nursery. There might not have been, actually. Or the terrace. Yeah. I don't think I need to... I could get myself a bunch of gems, but I don't think I need them. Because I've only got, what? 6 more spots that I can draft? Okay. Go back the way I came, I suppose. Or I could always go up through the garage. You know what? Yeah, let's do that just for a change of scenery. Don't think I'm gonna get the Mount Holly gift shop on this run. It's not looking like it's in the cards, but who knows? Wish I had the car keys. Oh, I should have checked security to see if there were any items I'd missed. Oh well. Are there any places to dig down here? Sometimes places to dig in the boiler room. It's probably only if it's on the outer edge. Okay. All right. Music-wise, things are going pretty well. I got an update from the artist doing the album artwork for Mosaic Mind's upcoming album, and it is nearly done, which is awesome to hear. Very excited for people to get to see that, because we had a back and forth of like working on the concept together and then getting color proofs and stuff, and very exciting stuff. Yeah, let's remove the furnace and get a redraft. I would love... I didn't get like any... I didn't get a ton of redraft die this run, and I didn't get like the silver key or the fucking secret garden key. Alright, let's just... You know what, let's redraw and see if we can get a 3-way. Yeah, there we go. East Wing Hall. Now I can draft down. See what I can get that way. Yeah, let's do the showroom, because that'll get me some items that might be helpful. And also it triggers experiment again, which, again, at this point, it doesn't really matter, but it's still nice to trigger the experiment. Don't need the emerald bracelet. Ornate compass, that's what I was talking about before. The ability to rotate the floor plans. Since I've already got the moon pendant in my inventory, there's a potential that that'll get carried over to... I don't think I need that. Look at the silver spoon. I'm not trying to draft tomorrow rooms right now. I'm trying to get the Mount Holly gift shop, which, again, probably not going to happen at this point. And definitely can't happen in either of the corners. because that would always leave one of the entrances on an outer wall. Let's do the music room. Music room's gonna give me the friggin' secret garden key, and I am not going to be able to use it because it can only be drafted on the east or west walls. Love this music though. Or maybe it's just an outer wall. Maybe I can draft it here. No, probably not. No. Might be worth it to freeze my accounts. And let that stuff carry over to tomorrow. I haven't melted the resources here on the walls, but haven't really needed them. Did finally get the letter that's in here, which is nice. Oh, there's a prism key. And I have broken into the back room. Which I think you need the... You either need something to melt it or the power hammer. Just having the regular sledgehammer won't do it. Okay. Just a couple more rooms to draft. I love this little plaintive piano music. Got a little bit of a like early jazz Americana vibe to it. There's a part of me that wants to do like I want to be able to do music analysis stuff for games besides the Silent Hill series. But like this soundtrack, like I love it, and I should listen to it to see if there's anything in particular I'd want to talk about. But like even a piece like that, it's like, oh, here are the chords that he's using. Aren't they pretty? There's not a whole ton I can dig into storytelling wise, other than they changed the music up for the music room so that it sounds more musical in a way by choosing a very specific, distinctive style. Yeah, it's not going to let me use the secret garden key, right? No. Okay. How many tomorrow rooms do I have today? Got 1, 2, and that would make it 3. I mean, starting off with 3 extra keys wouldn't be terrible. And I probably don't need the food in the kitchen at this point. Yeah, let's do the clock tower. Oh, that's right. I can't do either of these because I can't use my gems. Never mind. Let's do the parlor. Oh no, that's where I should have tried redrafting for the Mount Holly gift shop. I probably wasn't going to get it though. Okay. This is not an empty box. Gems are not in the black box. So both of those statements are compatible with each other. This statement is true. The above statement is false. Interesting. The gems are in the black box. The gems are in the white box. Okay. So either this statement is true or this statement is true. They can't both be true, so that means that this box is the false box. Gems are in the black box, or the gems are in the white box. It's not an empty box. Gems are not in the black box. So if this is false, both of these can be true, or this can be true. And this one, gems are in the black box, I think is a false statement. I think that also means gems are in the white box. The false I think this is the true box. I think the gems are in this box, and I need the thingy to open it first. My logic, it probably isn't perfectly sound, but hey, I got it, so it doesn't matter. One more room, and it's definitely not the Mount Holly gift shop. Let's redraw and see what we get. The treasure trove. That'd be nice, but again, I don't have the gems. Was there an item I was looking for? Let's just keep redrafting, see what we got. Ooh, conservatory. Let's do that, because that could be useful for adjusting rarity and making something more or less rare, so that, okay. So corridor is commonplace. Let's make that standard, because that's one that often appears earlier than I need it. I realized recently that I made maybe something, perhaps too many things commonplace. So I've been trying to figure out different ways to have fewer commonplace things. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. All these being standard. Yeah. Okay. Dig. Wonder what it's like for Magnus Archives fans playing this game or watching this game. Dig. Dig. No. Oh wait, yeah. That's not gonna change. I'm basically just unlocking these now to see if there's any fun goodies. Can never remember which ones have already, like, just have nothing in them. Because they have, like, this. Oh! There's the running shoes. How lovely. Oh, also, for anyone who might have watched the previous stream I did of this, I did solve the Corarica sigil off stream. Once I realized that I had been looking at the wrong stamp, made it a little bit easier to figure out what I should have been doing. And then I also found a document that made it easier to figure out some of the stuff. Or other clues. Oh, there are the car keys. Again, so lovely of them to give them to me on this, the second to last rank. Oh, you know what I should have done? Well, no, that didn't know that I was going to draft the freezer, so I was going to say I should have laundered my money into gems and then got in the freezer, but I didn't know that I was going to get the freezer, so. Oh yeah, why am I grabbing any of this stuff? It's not going to change things. Okay, and that's the whole red herring thing. Okay. Just for the fun of it, I want to go back to the entrance hall and open up the last of the chests that got like triggered and stuff. Also, I should store something in coat check. Maybe the secret garden key, or maybe the crown of the blueprints again. Definitely holding on to the moon pendant. Oh, the ornate compass though. The ornate compass though. Okay, I need to go back this way. Now we're just figuring out, okay, what can I do to set myself up better tomorrow for my next run? Still haven't seen the Mount Holly gift shop, and I'm growing concerned as to why I'm not seeing it. I'm also going to open up the trunk in the garage again, just because I'm curious. That's right, I'm going to the garage. Hey, Goofin. Welcome to chat. I am on... What day am I on? I'm on day 86 of Blueprints. I played a bit off-stream between last Monday and today. I was able to solve one of the sigil puzzle things I was working on last week. And now I've got a couple things I'm trying to do, but I don't know how easy they're actually going to be able to do. But how are you doing tonight? How was your New Year's? There's those extra chests. Okay. All right. So now that there's nothing left to draft, and I should go to code check. I am well. New Year's was quiet, but I like it that way. Yeah. No, sometimes it's nice to have a chill holiday. I went down and visited some of my friends from college. So that was really nice. Yeah, so today I filled up most of the house. It was just these 3 squares that I was not able to. What am I doing again? That's right, I'm going to code check so I can check something in there. Yeah, this day, partly because I realized, like, yes, so I have unlocked the special room before, and so it's less of a goal of mine at this point. I didn't unlock it on today's run, but I didn't really need to. And what do I want to check in here? Not the moon pendant. I might check the crown, or the ornate compass, or the secret garden key. There's a lot of useful stuff that I could check in. I think I'm going to do the ornate compass just because that costs money. I can't always guarantee I'm going to get the showroom, and it's really useful to be able to rotate your plans. And trying to remember what happens if you sleep in the guest bedroom. I think you lose some steps, but you might gain stuff. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna call it a day here and start a new day with 12 additional gems and 53 additional coins. Have you been playing in any TTRPGs, Goofin? Can't remember. You're not in the Sailing Dead Seas game on Dave's channel right now, are you? Taking a break? Yeah. I've had to do that a few times. Oh, Goofin, you're currently on a 3-stream streak. Thanks. Amateur lockpick kit and gems. Also, I should see what the moon pendant carried over from yesterday. Lockpick, magnifying glass, and moon pendant isn't terrible. It makes me feel better too about checking the ornate compass rather than just leaving it in my inventory. Yeah. Don't tell anyone, Goofin, but I may be doing something over on Dave's channel in the near future. Let's do the tomb, I think. You didn't hear it from me. And no one can watch this VOD or watch it when I upload it to YouTube tomorrow and say otherwise. I've been pretty consistently getting the utility closet on like my first drafting pool or drafting round. I can't remember what they call them. I made it commonplace with the gear wrench, so. And I've started making a bunch of other rooms not commonplace via the conservatory, so that's probably been part of it too. It's just the utility closet at the end of the day is just a very useful room. Let's do the Geist bedroom and get some redraft dice. More because I have the tomb on the estate. Talking a little bit about Stranger Things earlier. Are you a Stranger Things watcher? I was satisfied with the finale. Nothing super surprising to me, but also nothing that made me go like, "Oh, get out of here with that BS." Ah, okay. Yeah, I liked the final season. Some really nice character moments, some clunky places, but ultimately I was pretty happy with how they brought everything to a close. There is only one true box. Both statements written on the other boxes are false, and the box with the most words does not have gems. Interesting. Okay, so this could be true, because if this one was true, then both the others are false, and that'd be fair. So, box with the most words does not have gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words. that was true, then the gems could be in either this or this box. Okay, so this is a good point. If this statement was true, then this statement would also be true, which would make this statement false. So this statement can't be true. Right? Yeah. So this one has to be false. This one could also potentially be true or false. Does not have the gems. There's only one true box. On the other hand, I think it might just be in this, because this has the most words, and this one is false. And if that was false, this would also be false, and this would be the only true box. Okay. I'm so smart. I'm so clever. I'd love it if any of these were pointing upwards rather than downwards, but that's fine. Not a big deal. And this could potentially give me the secret garden key. The most useful room in the game. Now we're gonna get the music room music. Let's do observatory. Gotta get those stars back up. Okay, laboratory would point us downwards, so let's do the pantry. Okay, all of these would end my run. So let me see if I can draw something that wouldn't end my run. And so we have. Do another observatory. Not gonna get that constellation. The rest of these are all good. Yeah, let's do the workshop. My general rule is if I can draft something and it won't end my run, then I should try to draft it, even if I've got redraws. Okay. Let's do... office would give me money. I don't need money, though. Although, do I still have the... I still have the blessing of the chef, don't I? So if I spread stuff, then I get a chest? Is that what it was? On the other hand, breakfast nook would give me bacon and eggs and a key, which I could always use more keys. think I'm actually going to do the office. Because the office also has a queen in it, which would be helpful for other things. Here, blessing of the chef. Okay, that's right. It adds an extra dish to the dining room. I might hold off on doing the spread, though, for the moment. I'll also get a gem back from this. Drawing room. This is a good place for the drawing room. You'll love to see it. Let's get a gem back from this. I'm going to use a regular key and get the secret garden elsewhere because I want to get the garage. And there it is. Another run where I haven't gotten the shovel yet or the sledgehammer. I've got the tomb out on the grounds. Good to know if I, for whatever reason, need extra money. I wonder why I'm not seeing the Mount Holly gift shop, because I feel like there was a period of time where I was seeing it pretty frequently, and now it's like this would be a waste of all of these. I want to rotate you. I'll just do the spare bedroom. Yeah, I don't have the shovel. Could potentially get a shovel in here. And it also does a spread effect, so. Yeah. But I also kind of want to have the option of drafting downwards. Maybe here is where I could get the mountain lot. Nah. Okay. Let's do the laboratory. See what experiment we get today. At some point, I'm supposed to get an experiment where I can start getting rid of crates in the secret tunnel, but haven't seen that yet. Maybe I need to trigger something else first. Well, I'd love to do that each time I find some trash while digging, but I haven't gotten a shovel yet. Let's do that anyway. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Yeah. In any case, it's not like I need more gold or any of the other stuff. So if it never triggers, it's not the end of the world. So now I can draft downwards. That's where they're gonna give me the dining room. Fuck it. Why not? And there's my extra meal. I don't have the morning room to. No, I don't. I could potentially get it down here, so. I'm just gonna do the commissary because I'm hoping that there's a shovel in there. Yes, there's a shovel. Yay. Again, ask and ye shall receive. Don't need gems. Take an extra key or two. Oh yeah, it's half off because of the observatory. So I'm just gonna buy out the rest of those keys. I could buy out the rest of the gems too. You know, I'm just gonna do this now. I don't need more money. I have 108, 113. Okay. Alright. Now I can dig. Magnus Archives fans say dig the way that we used to say the gate on Dave's channel when we were playing the gate. The gate. I'm pretty sure I turned off the gymnasium in the utility closet, so let's do that. Yes. I can't get through that door yet, can I? Because I haven't drafted security. That's concerning. Okay. There's security. Got scared there for a second. There's gonna be a bunch of coins. And the coupon book. Where's the coupon book? Where did I miss the coupon book? Set it to high. Change offline mode to unlocked. Since I've already set those doors to offline, we're in the clear when it comes to security doors. Yeah, let's do the kitchen. Burro steaks, I need the showroom. Everything's half off. It'd be even cheaper if I had the coupon book, but I don't feel like backtracking to try to find that right now. I'll hold off, because I might need to draft the weight room, and I can do that. I want to draft the solarium, but again, do I want to cut off this pathway so soon? Do the pool. I don't have the sledgehammer yet, do I? I've got a decent number of keys, and there's always the chance there's more in here. Over on my Patreon, I've been doing these things called unfinished paintings, where basically I've got tons of unfinished musical ideas sitting around on my hard drive, and as a Patreon incentive, I was like, hey, I'll start posting these. The first 5, I think, I actually did post as public access, but this week they go to membership only, because I want to be able to offer something exclusive to the people who decide, hey, I want to throw you a buck or two. Which, if you are one of those people and you're watching, thank you. Appreciate it. Now I'm going to draft the solarium. Locked door so that I can use the secret garden key. Yeah. That's another spread effect. So I'll give me another extra dish in the dining room if I ever go back down there. Allowance has been raised. Experiment triggered. I also really like the music here in the secret garden. It's got that nice, I think that's a clarinet. Ooh, a gem flower I didn't see. Sledgehammer in here, is there? No. Do I dare? Ooh, car keys. Oh, the foyer. Because having that and being able to just be like, oh, great hall, all the doors are open is really nice. How long would it take me to get back to the garage? You know what, I want to go back down that anyway so I can draft up these lower ranks before I get up into the higher ones. So I can always buy some food. Yeah, let's go down and open up the trunk in the garage. Security card. Money. If I had the running shoes, I might go out to the tomb and you know, I might go out to the tomb and grab money anyway, because if I end up drafting the freezer again at some point, that would be that much more money. Don't want to do that right now. I've got 63 steps. I know that I've got another side dish waiting for me in the dining. Oh, I should have drafted at least one room onto the 8th rank, because then I could go back to the dining room. And you know what? I'm gonna go to the gymnasium and start drafting off there. Ooh, food. Oh, and that's right. I can also still spread stuff from the office to get another dish in the dining room. But if I get the conference room, then I won't have to run all of it. Yeah, you know what? It's not like I need money, so just do it now, Ian. And there's the coupon book. See? I wasn't observant before, and it cost me a few coins probably. Okay. Drafting off the gymnasium, that's right, because we had the security door here. Let's do the classroom. Give me an apple. And maybe I should have done the eat an apple one. See, the last time I did eat, like every time you eat an apple as a trigger for the experiment, I didn't find any apples. But I guess the secret garden does make that more of a possibility. Nice to have the hall pass. Let's... do I want to do the silver key here? Nah. Well, if I do it here, I should be able to automate. Can I draft? I'm gonna look up something on the Blueprints wiki just to see. Nothing that says. Okay. What's my map look like again? Yeah, you know what? I am gonna use the silver key. See what it gives me. Mount Holly gift shop. We did it. Tonight's journey was a success, and I have plenty of money to get the cursed coffers and the Swimbird plushie. Yay! And now I have no money. After you have proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies. Oh, I'm getting close, though. I've got... How many trophies do I have? I can't see that from here, can I? Okay. Yeah, I said at the beginning of the stream that my main goal tonight was finding the Mount Holly gift shop, and I did it. So, if nothing else, I have gotten that. Let's do the armory and see if it gives me the axe. It did not give me the axe. But... can't get them. No, I don't have any money now. But I spread money everywhere. And there's tons of money in the tomb. Okay. This is going to take some backtracking, but it's fine. It's going to be worth it. Let's go out to the tomb and get that money. See? I should have just gone and grabbed the money from the tomb. Down and to the right. Okay. That secret garden music is still playing. Love it. And now it's gone. Down into the tomb. Down once more to the dungeon of my black despair. Is that going to give me a copyright strike? I don't think so. Oh no, Secret Garden music is still playing. Okay. So I got all of that money. There aren't any... There isn't any dirt to dig down here, is there? Don't need to go down there right now. Though I suppose I could. In fact, I might do that, even though I don't have the running shoes, just because... oh, wait. Will I be able to get to... Yeah, I can get to it from this side. Just won't be as quick as if I get to it from the other side. I don't really need to get to room 46 tonight, so... Let's just go back up and not use up all those steps. Oh, another thing coming up for me, not this Friday, but the following Friday, January 16th, got a show at Funkin' Waffles in Syracuse, New York, where my band Mosaic Mind is going to be playing. And we're going to be playing with a band called Pega. They describe themselves as a progressive-ish rock band, which that's kind of the way that we describe ourselves. We're like alternative, progressive rock type thing. Yeah, that's going to be a good time. And if you are in the Central New York area, please come to the show. Get tickets. Pre-order your tickets if possible, because that lets the venue know, like, hey, people are coming to the show. People want to see these guys. If you are not in the Syracuse area, you can still watch the show on twitch.tv/funkandwaffles live the night of the show. And the VOD should still be up there for like the week afterwards. And we will hopefully be able to get the video of the VOD after the show. But again, if you're able to watch it on the night, or if you're able to come in person and see us, that'd be awesome. It's always good to see people in the crowd, and especially if they're people that we know. Okay. What is my goal now? I got the gift shop. Let's do the secret passage, because haven't drafted the courtyard yet, and I can guarantee that with the green thumb book. Yeah. Or do I want the electric eel aquarium? Nah, I want the courtyard. Easy decision. And now we've got the food in the dining room. Metal detector. This late in the game. Alright. Won't say no to that. Still got like almost 2 full ranks to draft. And now I don't have to use up keys on the chests. So that cursed coffers that I bought in the Mount Holly gift shop, I'm pretty sure I need to do that to progress certain things in the game, even though I'm like, oh, this is going to make things bad somehow. So now I just gotta draft the shrine in the outer room spot in one of these coming days. Let's go left first. And there's that weight room I was talking about, which I'm gonna draft, and then I'm gonna go back to the kitchen and buy a bunch of food, and then go back to the dining room and get food there, and it'll all be fine. So before I even walk into that room, I'm gonna backtrack. One of my favorite pastimes, backtracking. I guess might as well go to the dining room first. It's not that much further away than the kitchen. Is this way, right? Yeah, okay. That's for the showroom. I don't care if they totally have a showroom. of tropical Morajai melons, mangoes, oranges, bananas, and local grown orchard apples, served chilled in a tall Sauternes wine glass. Plus 5 steps and 2 fruit, plus an additional 2 fruit if you have a wine cellar in your house, which I do not. But again, it's fine. Steps will tide me over for a bit. Ooh. Is this one of the places where coins are spread? Here we go. How's the volume of everything? I realize I'm further away from my mic than is ideal, but I'm also borrowing Zeus's mic, actually goofing. I've been wanting to get a new mic and for like recording stuff, and he let me borrow his Shure SM57 so that I could try it out, recording like acoustic guitar and vocals and stuff. But I'll probably be giving it back to him this Thursday at band practice. Hey, Cleo, you're back. Thanks. Yes, where am I going now? Let's go back to the weight room. Now that I've replenished my steps to a certain degree. And I can also pull a lever in there. We're on the second run of tonight's stream, Cleo. My first one, I was not able to find Mount Holly gift shop, but this one I was. And I was able to do what I needed to do there. And, yeah, let's do Electric Eel Aquarium. Well, look at all these items that they've left here for me. Aquarium is great. So let's do mail room, because it's always nice to get something in the mail room. Any items in here for me? No. The antechamber. The basement key. To continue up, you must go down. But I'm not going to be doing that this run, because I don't need to. Let's... Did I pull this lever? No, I didn't. So I've opened up all the doors to the antechamber. And I could open up the door to room 46, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Yes, a Sauterne. I don't know how to pronounce that. If that would be... Oh, so it's French. French white wine, so a type of wine glass. Oh, okay. Would it be Sauternes? Sauterne. Okay, yeah. Of course. It's French. Let's do treasure trove goes that way. I've already got a decent amount of items, so I don't know that the attic is going to give me tons more. I think I want to do this just because it'll benefit me in the future if I really need money. And also there's a chest in here. Look at all this money. Give us some money as a gift. satisfied. So let's see. Pink box is marked with... Pink box is marked with the crescent moon always containing some false statements. So there are things, again, in the spirit of keeping this as spoiler-free as possible. I'm back with the extreme detail focus. Welcome to hell. I wouldn't have it any other way, Cleo. There is something in this game to do with the color paper that messages are printed on, and I actually don't know if there's a rule when it comes to green paper. I know there's a rule for blue paper and red paper, but green paper, I'm not sure. So this could very easily be true or false. And this is a blue box with a crescent on it, so... okay, back to the weight room. Draft this way. Let's do the vestibule. That'll be fun. So the vestibule is a room where when you enter, 3 of the doors in this room unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. So, and it could be the door that you just came through. That one leads up to the antechamber. Let's see if we can open this one first. How many tomorrow rooms do I have right now? Just the one, I think, the mail room. So let's do the servants' quarters. Are there any other dead-end rooms I'd want to draft here? I mean, the code check would be nice, but let's just do the servants' quarters and not overcomplicate it. Because also, there can be fun items like the running shoes, which occasionally save steps when traveling longer distance across the estate and grounds, particularly if you're out on the grounds, which is very convenient if you're running around doing stuff on the grounds and not actually going from room to room in the house. So is this one going to be unlocked? Yes. Cloister of Mila. Love to see it. Ah, come on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. Am I facing the right way? Yeah, it should be. There we go. Okay. Gem flowers. So this is the thing, Cleo, like, there's a bunch of stuff you're seeing right now that, like, on your first couple playthroughs aren't even gonna appear, potentially. So, by the time you do get to this sort of stuff, you may have already forgotten what I had. Where's the metal detector going off, though? There it is. And also, you don't know what's important and what's not. So as long as I don't draw attention to things, we're all good. Conference room. This would have been nice ages ago when all that spreading stuff was happening. Spreading as in items getting spread throughout the mansion. No other meaning of spreading. Let's do clock tower. Now I'll do the clock tower. See if there's anything up there at the top. Oh wait, hold on. Is there something down here at the bottom? Is there a stairs? There it is. Cleo, you've watched a bunch of like Let's Plays and stuff on YouTube. Have you ever and you've watched Jacksepticeye stuff specifically? I know. Did you ever watch that game? Well, okay, now I can't remember the name of the games. There was that couple of games where it's like very, it's not the beginner's path or whatever, that game that was made by the same guy who did the Stanley Parable, but there was that game like The Watcher or The Observer or something, which was like you're on this beautiful island with all these complex puzzles and stuff, and then there was the parody of that game where all of the puzzles were like kind of silly. But if you enjoyed those games, like this is in that same genre of puzzle game where it's like you'll have some really complex stuff, some really not complex stuff, stuff that's like basic logic puzzles. Here's a riddle that I haven't quite solved necessarily. Southward, I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth. So here are the things that stand out to me about this riddle. First of all, first letter of each line spells out sacred. That was one of the first things that jumped out at me, like when I saw this the first time I drafted this room. Then we've got all the different directions: south, west, north, and east, which I imagine suggests a certain order of things or a certain location of different things. And then the last is the fact that this is spelled fourth with a U rather than fourth without a U, which is what would be the proper word to use in the context of dark are the days coming forth. Because that's like the days coming hence, the days coming after this one. Whereas F-O-U-R-T-H is fourth, the ordinal number, or yes. About a ton of Rusty Lake Cube Escape games on these accounts, so we're about to find out if I'm any good at those. I'm sure it'll have fun with them. Yeah, so like this is one where I'm like, okay, I can see what this is doing, but I don't know what it means ultimately. Like, at first I thought sacred might refer to maybe the chapel or the secret garden, secret, sacred. Then we've got this symbol here, which I won't spoil what it is. But it doesn't help me figure this out necessarily. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westward. This is the type of game this is, Cleo and Goofin and anyone else watching, is it's so crafted, where you've got the acrostic aspect of it. Is that a correct term of use of the term acrostic? Yeah, I think so. You've got the letter substitution thing, which comes into play in other places. There's a couple Silent Hill puzzles with similar wording clues, right? Forever, yeah. What they're telling you here, IDK. Yeah, I don't know either, and it's one of those ones where I might have all the information I need to solve this, and my brain's just not putting two and two together. And there's also the chance that certain elements of this are a red herring. Like, maybe I don't need to pay attention to all the different directions that are mentioned in this. Although the references to Swan and Crows reminds me of another Silent Hill puzzle, the infamous piano puzzle in Silent Hill 1. Which, it's always interesting to see people's reactions to that one, because I think it's one of those puzzles where, for some people, they immediately understand what's going on and figure it out, and for other people, they're just like, I have no idea how I would have figured that out. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, if you know music, it should be easier, right? And it's like, I don't actually know that knowing music makes that puzzle any easier, except for the fact that, like, looking at the keys of piano, you've got white and black keys, and they reference white and black birds. But it is more of a logic puzzle than a music puzzle. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to solve this right away, so let's move on and draft that last room. And why is the ladder here? Ladder probably isn't significant. Okay, going into the conference room. Hey, money! Because I drafted a dead end and it didn't get spread in the tomb. Instead, it got spread to the conference room. Last room to draft. I'm just gonna redraw and see what I get. Dovecote is pretty. Man, they really want me to take the attic. And the Nook. One last chance for the Nook. Don't need the money, so I don't need the vault. Oh, but is today the one where I had that trigger for if I draft something with more? Nah, screw it. I still want to see what. Hey, the trophy room. I can show off my trophies and see how many I have until I can buy the blue tents thing in the gift shop. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I said I needed 8. What trophies do I still need to get? I'm so close to getting the billiard trophy. So I've got the full house trophy, draft room in each open slot of your house. Explorer's trophy, I have 2 rooms left that I need to discover. Bullseye trophy, solve 40 dartboard puzzles in the billiards room, which I'm so close, 37 out of 40. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Cleo. You think Salome nailed it. Knowing music might actually distract you from the logic part of the puzzle in that Silent Hill puzzle. Logical trophy, win 40 parlor games. Trophy of invention, create all 8 workshop contraptions. Trophy of drafting, win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. I think I need to find the drafting book volume 1, which I don't think I've found yet. Trophy of sigils, unlock all 8 realm sigils. I've got 6. Trophy 8, solve a puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Excuse me. Inheritance trophy, reach room 46. Dare Bird trophy, reach room 46 in dare mode. Cursed trophy, reach room 46 in curse mode, which I think is now available to me now that I have the cursed coffers. Day 1 trophy, reach room 46 in 1 day. So that is something that I would have to start a new game to do, I think. And I don't know. Oh, actually, I did watch someone speedrun it, I think, the other day. Cursed mode makes the game harder, is what I'm pretty sure is the case. That is my best guess. There is a room you can draft outside called the Shrine, which can give you blessings if you put money into the coffer. And if you take money out of the coffer after you've put it in there, you instead get a curse, which will be like, oh, you'll lose this many steps every time you enter a room, or you draft more red rooms than you would like, or other stuff. And cursed mode, I imagine, is a way for you to actively choose to make the game more difficult. If you've been playing this for a while and you're like, I want to make the game more difficult for the satisfaction of it. Trophy of Speed, reach room 46 in under an hour. Trophy of Wealth, buy out the entire showroom. I got that one. Diploma Trophy, ace the classroom final exam. I've tried the final exam. Yeah, no, basically, like, that's the thing, Cleo, with roguelikes. Roguelikes are designed to be played over and over again, and some people are really good at developing strategies and learning how to optimize their play. So that is absolutely for people like that, where it's like, oh, I think actually one of the things, I haven't gotten this far, but I think one of the things you can do is either in dare mode or curse mode, you can put a time limit on how long you have to like reach room 46, for example. Diploma Trophy, I have done the final exam twice. The first time I got a D on it. Second time I got a B on it, so I'm almost there. But yeah, and then Trophy of Trophies, complete the trophy case. So I think the closest, yeah, the Bullseye Trophy is attainable, and Explorer's Trophy is also potentially attainable. This is going to take a little bit longer because of how much it takes to actually like solve the realm sigils. And then yeah, this other stuff might take longer. But these two might be right around the corner. Cleo says, so I had the Neighbor Imposters game, and I was like, nightmare mode, sure, let's have them all be monsters. No, don't also be difficult. Yeah, that is typically what nightmare mode means in games like this. Although, like, for horror games, I suppose it does have an added double meaning, potentially, where it's like, yeah, the game becomes scarier. But, yeah, no, nightmare mode in most games typically means you want the game to be hard? Okay, it's hard. Like, in Silent Hill F, they have the Lost in the Fog mode, I think they call it, which is their version of nightmare mode. Okay, so I drafted everything I could today. I don't know that there's anything else in particular I can do today, except for maybe dig. Were there any places that I didn't get the chance to dig? I don't think so. Yeah, I might call it a day there, and also call it a day for the stream, because if I start another run, there's no telling how long it'll take, and I've been trying to make an effort this week to, I'm making the effort this week to get to bed at a reasonable time. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Goofin. Appreciate that you could be here. Oh, things I'll announce at the end of the stream. Oh, Frosty, thanks for hanging out. Wednesday, I'm playing Silent Hill for the room at 7 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch. Thanks, automatic. And I'll be starting the game up, and I'll be doing my music analysis stuff when I can. It won't be as often, because, like I've mentioned before, Silent Hill Forum the soundtrack isn't as thematically driven as the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack. There'll still be things to discuss, like when it comes to the composition of pieces. Like, I want to be a little more prepared to talk about the sampling side of things and how he's manipulating stuff, but there's less for me to tie into the storytelling aspect, or just hey, here's how he made this, and here's why it sounds this particular way. If you got more questions, Cleo, like why does the guitar sound jangly, those would be great for helping me actually make those musical analysis moments more worthwhile. But also, just again, I like to think of Silent Hill 4 as a serial killer crime drama, like, again, not specifically Silence of the Lambs, because Hannibal Lecter is a very particular type of serial killer, but that style of story where it's like, oh, you're learning about a serial killer and their history and their motivations as they're doing stuff. But interestingly, as opposed to a lot of the other versions of that you see in media where, like, it's typically you're following it from the perspective of a police officer or detective or an FBI agent, like in Silence of the Lambs, or in why am I blanking on all of my reference points? Blacklist, or why can't I think of the name of the show with Prentice in it? With Mandy Patinkin was in the first few seasons, and then he was like, I can't do this anymore. The show's super dark. I watched like a significant chunk of this show. Why can't I think of the name of it? It's not an obscure show. Criminal Minds. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness we got there. Yeah, Criminal Minds, those sorts of shows. But interestingly, in Silent Hill 4, you are not looking at it from the perspective of a detective or police officer or FBI agent. You're just a random dude. In fact, probably the blandest protagonist. I don't even know if I'd call him the protagonist of Silent Hill 4. Like, there's definitely an antagonist, but like, Henry Townsend, the player character in Silent Hill 4, is such a like nothing character in the best possible way. Like, I talked before about how James in the original Silent Hill 2 is kind of a himbo. Henry Townsend is literally the definition of a himbo, because he doesn't have a tragic, dark past the way that James has. He's just a dude who moved into an apartment and didn't realize it was the root of awful Silent Hill things. And I'll have more to talk about that when I'm actually streaming it, but I think it's going to be a really fun stream. I am probably going to have a walkthrough open so I don't miss stuff. I haven't played the game since the first time I played it in, like, I might have been in high school or college, so quite a bit ago. And I, for whatever reason, didn't want to play it again before I streamed it. Although I have been watching a playthrough to like take notes and stuff. Anyway, that is on Wednesday. Silent Hill 4, playing it here on Twitch on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then next Sunday, January 11th, I may be hopping into a stream over on twitch.tv/themdave. I might be guesting in a game that they're playing over there. I will post about it on social media if I am, but let's keep that on the DL, because I don't think that Dave has announced that yet. But yeah, twitch.tv/themdave, as in like not us but them, and just the name Dave. It's where I've played a bunch of TTRPGs, and I've also been writing music for those TTRPGs, including the main theme of the game they are currently playing over there, Sailing Dead Seas. So that, if that's happening, that'll be on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Again, I'll be posting it on social media. Thank you, Goofin. I appreciate it. And then, speaking of music, Friday, January 16th, Mosaic Mind is playing at Funkin' Waffles. If you're in the central New York area, please please consider coming out and getting a ticket, and hopefully the weather will hold out. It's 7 p.m. doors, 8 p.m. showtime. We're going on first, so we'll be playing starting at 8 p.m. And if you are not in the central New York area, it will be streaming on Funkin' Waffles Twitch, twitch.tv/Funkin' Waffles Live. That's Funk, the letter N, Waffles Live. I'm just going to post all those links really quick in the chat. So twitch.tv/ThemDave for the RPG stuff, twitch.tv/Funkin' Waffles Live for the music stuff, and thank you, Moobot, for posting a link to my website where you can find all the stuff I'm doing. I updated my events page for January, so that should have links to have the schedule of stuff I'm doing there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. And yeah, as long as I'm able to do it and I feel like doing it, I'm probably going to keep doing these more casual streams Monday nights. For the time being, it'll probably be Blueprints. I might, if I get bored with Blueprints or I get stuck, I might switch over to a different game, but I'll try to keep it to stuff that's like casual and I can just sit and chat while playing it. And then I'll be putting all of the work into like the Silent Hill stream. And I also have Patreon, patreon.com/Ian Doherty. Anything else to bring up? You can find all my social media stuff on my website if you want to keep track of like when I'm streaming, when I'm going to be on other people's streams, and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a good night, and take care.